Earlier, you saw a video about Innovate BU, the presenters of IdeaCon. Innovate BU is a remarkable initiative that helps students turn their ideas into real, impactful ventures.
As such, we are incredibly grateful for the support of our sponsor, Cynthia Cohen, founder of Impact 2040 and vice chair of the Boston University Board of Trustees. She's also a BU alum.
Cynthia is a strategist who consults to startups and Fortune 500 companies involved in consumer businesses. She's knowledgeable in consumer behavior and branding and is a top thought leader in generational marketing. Her consulting engagements include strategic positioning, market launch strategy, and branding and strategic marketing.
A trusted advisor to students like me at Boston University, Cynthia is an amazing mentor who's known for practicing radical candor. She also advises everyone from venture capital firms to public company CEOs.
Cynthia's commitment to encouraging innovation has been key in bringing this IdeaCon to life. Welcome, Cynthia.
Somebody said to me yesterday, "You have walk-on music? You must be really special." And I said, well, the music is really special, and it is designed to make a point. If you don't know that song, the lyrics are, "I'd be a fearless leader. I'd be an alpha type. When everyone believes ya, what's that like?" Those are lyrics from the great singer and innovator, Taylor Swift. Well, I believe you can be fearless. You can be a boss because you are here. And if you are here, you are an innovator. Whether or not you like her music, you have to admit that Taylor looks at what can be, not what is. She tackles problems with innovation. When she couldn't buy back the rights to her early record masters, she re-recorded the songs with slight improvements in it. That's what being an innovator is. Finding solutions, doing what no one else has done, or doing something in a new and creative way. Now, it really doesn't matter where you see yourself in the future. Whether you're going to have an entrepreneurial journey, whether you're going to get the aspirational corporate gig that you want, or whether you work in a not-for-profit, each of you is going to make an impact in this world because of your innovative thinking that you will take with you into every gig in the future. If you signed up to come here, you're an innovator. Innovation means you take on challenges with zeal to solve problems and make things better. IdeaCon exists to be the accelerant for the ideas you have brought into this room to make them better, as well as helping you generate new ideas and pathways for successful implementation of those ideas. Now, anybody recognize the song that we played? You heard a little bit of it. It's called "The Man," and it has a message in it too. Taylor wrote that because she was saying, if I were a man, would things be better? Some of you may have a little bit of that thinking in your background as well. If I had different opportunities, if I had better grades, if my life were different, would things be easier? Forget about that. Stop right there. None of that matters here. We are very clear. IdeaCon is an equal access opportunity. No matter what your background, how you identify, whatever the GPA is, and please don't ask mine. And my former dean is sitting here. She better not tell anybody. They also can't say what year I graduated, by the way. They're all sworn to secrecy. But the important thing is, no matter what, your ideas are valued here. We are here to help you. All of you have access to a fabulous network of experts and fellow student innovators. Your fellow students have an obligation to help you, and in reverse, you have an obligation to help them as well. You should really take full advantage of everything that's here, the information, the examples of success, and most especially, the connections you are going to make. We have 33 different universities and students represented here. That is so fabulous. Make some connections. I chose to sponsor this conference because I believe in you, in your generation, your energy for innovating, your passion for tackling the challenges in this world and making it better. Every day, you and students like you give me hope for the world that can be. Now, even if you partied last night, and by the way, I have to admit, I did a little partying last night, but we're all here. The point is, I want to thank you for getting up when you were saying, oh, do I really want to go? I'd really rather stay in bed. I had a little bit of that myself this morning, but you are here, and thank you for coming. I know you're going to feel the excitement, the energy, and the passion in this room. You probably already feel it. It is only going to increase throughout the day. It is contagious, and you're going to feel like something filled literally your soul up even more after spending a day here. Today is a chance to connect. Don't forget, share your needs. I always say share your asks, whatever they are, and make sure that you reciprocate and offer your support to others. Something you hear today, an experience you have, or something you think of could become the seed of an idea that is really world-changing. I'm here to support you. I want to make sure you are successful. Taylor's words in the song, let's go back to them. When everybody believes you, what's that like? You're going to find out what that's like, because I and we, all of the experts here, believe in you. So go be an innovator. Have fun today, and I welcome back the MCs. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Cynthia, for your enduring support and presence in this space and for sharing your vision and passion with us. Your gifts toward Innovate at BU and the greater BU community as a whole are helping us build a more inclusive future.
Another big round of applause for Cynthia.
I know it's early. You can do better than that.
You can do better. Come on. Woo! Without her, we wouldn't have IdeaCon or the impact that would be made by this conference.
You know, Neveah, when I think about the impact that Innovate BU has had on my personal and professional lives, I think about how it's always inspired me to do good. And that just makes me more appreciative of people like Cynthia Cohen and just people like her. I
totally agree. The experience that I have had at Innovate BU has been truly empowering and exposed me to so many possibilities. About how I can serve community by building the business that is structurally sound, understand the people and sector that it serves, and bring dynamic and nuanced approaches to making a difference now. For example, I started my nonprofit, Survivors Awareness, when I was 16 to help sexual violence survivors by changing and preparing their circles of care to respond properly to them. When they disclose what they've been through, literally helping survivors heal through changing the way the world responds. Discovering Innovate BU has helped me refine the infrastructure of how my nonprofit operates, which has helped me to improve my models and serve more people. It has also helped me to overcome the stereotypes that surround nonprofits as businesses. They're not just passion projects. They're not just charitable. We are businesses, and we are helping people.
Just like every business, nonprofits need to bring in money, and they deserve the same respect as every other business.
Exactly. And this is one of the things that I've appreciated about most of my time working with Innovate BU, especially working with my amazing mentor, Katie Quigley, who works at Innovate. Katie and I, we've really, really been pushing to break the stereotype that surrounds nonprofits and to not be afraid to ask for what we want and need like any other business.
Working with Innovate BU has kind of made me realize and appreciate the value of like an empowered voice and raising up the voice of others. I like to work with cool people on cool things, and so while I'm not a founder myself, I really appreciate the fact that I can still raise up others by assisting them and participating in kind of publicizing their projects, ideas, and companies. Our kickoff speaker for today has dedicated her life and career to helping business leaders and entrepreneurs develop clarity, confidence, and conscientiousness as they navigate and thrive in complex business environments.
Clara Angelina Diaz Anderson is an internationally recognized executive coach, leadership educator, and author whose mission is to cultivate authentic, confident leaders who drive systemic and sustainable change. She is the author of Create Your Best Year One Day at a Time and Ask for What You Want, 2 transformational books that combine personal reflection with practical strategies for leadership and life.
Please join us in welcoming to the stage Clara Angelina Diaz Anderson.
Good morning, Boston University. Good morning, Innovate BU. 35 years ago, my parents had the great idea, and they asked the question, would it be worth leaving everything we knew behind in the Dominican Republic for a better life? And they were right. I am so thankful to be here with you today to remind you of one message. And I'm gonna ask for a little bit of participation from you. So when I raise my hand, I want you to say, ask for what you want. Yes? So let's try this together. Okay, I need a little bit more energy. A little bit more energy from the people in the back.
Ask for what you want.
All right, thank you, thank you. So why is asking for what you want so important? I believe that asking for what you want changes everything. Everything. Think about it. Why do some ideas take off while others never see the light of day? Right? Why do some voices get silenced while others are heard loud and clear? There are many, many answers to this, but the number one reason is because someone dared to ask. When someone dares to ask, it allows for your world to open up to someone else's world. It allows for your ideas to meet someone else's vision. So I want to remind you of this. Asking is not selfish. Asking is how we open doors for ourselves and what we need in these times to open doors for others as well. So I'm here to remind you of what is to
Ask for what you want.
Thank you. That's why I wrote my book, Ask for What You Want. And while I was doing research for Ask for What You Want, I found something that was just amazing and I wanted to share with you here today. Did you know that 80% of you will actually say yes to a request when it is small and it is asked kindly? 80% of us. Only 10% of us will actually ignore the request, and another 10% of us will actually say no. To show us, right, that we actually like asking for help, and folks actually like giving that help. When you ask for what you want, at Harvard, in addition to being an executive coach, I'm actually coming to you from Harvard University, where I teach executive coaching and leadership coaching strategies. And there, I have developed a model that I like to call the ripples of influence. And the ripples of influence is really the idea that one question, one ask, can start a ripple. A ripple that can spread far beyond you, that can open opportunities, inspiring collaboration, innovation, and new possibilities. And so I want you to, for a moment, close your eyes and imagine all the time you're going to have ahead of you, right? I want you to imagine the spaces that you're going to occupy, the people that you're going to meet. And each and every one of those interactions is full of possibilities. But those possibilities can only come to life when you dare to open your mouth and ask, how are you? What's your project about? What do you care about? What are you excited about? What brings you here? And so your ability to simply look to the person next to you and ask a simple question can literally start to change your life today. The goal of my company, so my company also started with a question. I started helping folks change their lives and really think about, what are your goals? What do you want to go after? And maybe for the first time, be that person that's actually really listening and asking them deeper questions. The mission is simple yet powerful: to liberate human potential, to help individuals, teams, and organizations, and I dare say even governments, to become who they're truly meant to be, all born from one idea. And that's exactly what IdeaCon stands for, right? This conference is about where ideas meet action, where curiosity meets courage, and where worlds collide and inspiration sparks. Okay, so this is gonna be your space for connection, your space for creativity. Allow yourself to transform, even, to allow your mind to be changed. But the truth is that even the best ideas don't go anywhere unless someone actually opens their mouth and actually speaks it. And so today, I'm going to need you to, and I'm going to raise my hand and say, what do I need you to do? Thank you. Thank you. I want you to ask for what you want. I also want to remind you to, as we are standing in these times today, that it's not just about you asking for what you want, but it's about asking for what we need. Right? We are so privileged to be here. And so when we're thinking of ideas that drive the world forward, that make things better, let's remember to ask for the people who can't. We're not just asking for ourselves, we're asking for those who can't in our ideas. And so if I can have you all stand for a moment, we're going to generate a bit of positive energy for today. So what I want you to do is I want you to rub your hands together, if you may, tap your feet, and feel grateful for being here. Feel grateful, right? So we're going to start a ripple of influence. We're going to start a spark today. What I want you to do, I'm going to count to 3. And when I count to 3, we're going to clap 3 times. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and you're going to go 1, 2, 3. We're going to keep rubbing our hands together. And then we're going to say, at the count of 3, ask for what you want. Yes? Everybody ready? All right. So it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to rub our hands together, generate that positive energy, the ripples of influence. How you're going to ask for collaboration today. You're going to ask for what you want. You're going to ask for mentorship. You're going to ask for funding. You're going to ask for whatever you need. And so on the count of 3, we're going to say, ask for what you want, okay? 1, 2, 3. Yes, thank you, IdeaCon, thank you, Boston University, thank you for having me. Enjoy the conference.